everyone, and hello to this episode of Christine Means Business. So today we're going to talk a little bit about email marketing. And sometimes you see people saying that email is dead, me being one of them to some extent. And I want to go into this to explain to you why you still should care about it though, and why it is worth putting some work into it. So first of all, I know that, Instagram influencers, all of that stuff is really, really tempting. And, you can grow followers pretty quickly. You have interaction. And yes, you can absolutely sell through social media. And I will explain to you how to do that too at a later point. But what is really important to still understand is that all of those followers, all of those page likers aren't yours to keep. They belong to Facebook, pretty much. Instagram belongs to Facebook. Facebook belongs to Facebook. So all of these things can be taken away from you at any given moment. There have been more Instagrams shut down than I can count, LinkedIn accounts that have been shut down. So nothing is really yours. Just your email list is actually what belongs to you. That is why your goal should always be to get people on your list and then to sell them from your list into your services. Of course, you should still sell on social media, but it's a different process. So how do we sell or how do we even get people on our email list? Because 5-10 years ago, which would be mid-2000s, end of 2000, around 2010 and stuff, people were still happy to sign up for newsletters. They were still happy to give their email addresses to pretty much everyone who wanted them. But now we get inundated and flooded by email. People are much more reluctant to give that email address away because it has to be a decision where they are like, okay, I really have to get something in return in order for you to give me that email address to have you in my inbox. So how do you do that transaction? It's not going to be enough to just ask them for their email address. You will want to give them something of value in return. And that's when we talk about something called an opt-in or a free gift or a lead magnet or a squeezy. There's different words for it, but it's always the same thing. People come to your website, and we're going to talk about how you get that done a little bit later or in my course. And you will then have an enticing free gift for them, which you won't charge money for, but the currency is going to be their email address. And those can be checklists, a meditation, they could be a quick guide, something that's easy to consume, but it has to be amazing value. Then after that, they will be in your system. You will want to seduce them. You really want them to get to know you. And there's no better place than your inbox. Statistics have actually shown that people still like to be sold on email. It's what they expect to happen. So what I do first is I really tell them my story. I want to connect with them. And then obviously after that, I will tell them how they can work with me or how they can purchase programs that I created for them. But this is all a strategy that you need to put in place that should be well thought of, and the content of that should also be something that's very authentic to you. So make sure that you nail your brand, and we talked about that earlier in the blog or in my first masterclass. So make sure that you check that out, because without that, everything is just confusing. So once you have that in place, you will nurture them to that, to go to your offer, and then hopefully have them work with you and create wonderful results together. So in order for that to happen, you need to just organize a little bit. And I have created a little worksheet, a little cheat sheet for you on internet marketing, and you can download it below, where I will give you a couple of questions that you can answer, and then you will have an idea of what your structure will look like. So I hope that this was helpful, and let me know what you've come up with.